Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Company of Heroes 2. Here we are on the battlefields of Angoville.
We are here. Our players for today shall be Tomakaze, running in as our OKW.
And Von Asten as the British. Always keen to see the British in action, as they are generally not so popular and neglected in 1v1 for various reasons. But seeing them is definitely interesting, especially when you see players, if they're able to make them work, it's always quite impressive.
Certainly do seem to be a little bit underpicked, so it's cool that Von Asten's going for that one.
Yeah,
Infantry sections can't decide what they want to do with their lives. I mean, do I want to build a trench? Do I want to build a sandbag? Do I want to just stand here and shoot at Sturm Pioneers?
The pick rate of British kind of gives me bad PTSD from like playing, you know, sports in primary school and always being picked last. That's kind of the how I feel right now. But anyway, nice garrison steal there, and the world's most aggressive Vickers actually gets that house. Garden that. Tomakaze not happy because he was so close. His Volks almost got that one.
Oh shit!
Wow. That being said, though, that the territory here for Von Asten is basically non-existent, whereas Tomakaze at least already has some points being capped by his Kubel. Kubels do cap a little bit faster than infantry squads, so you can do pretty well if you're preventing your opponent from capping, whilst your Kubel on the side is getting its work done.
Yeah. Still, I wouldn't be typing in Worth if I was a Tomakaze. Von Asten slowly securing more map control, and I'd say British are probably one of the worst factions to give that garrison away to. Just throw down some trenches, have a more mobile MG. They've got a lot of ways to hold that ground.
OKW can clear this very well, though. They just fire or throw grenades over the head.
Once they've got them.
Yeah,
so.
And you just need to tech up and get a battle group, and so it doesn't take that long. You just avoid it, go to the left side. We even see Tomakaze trying to sneak up the right, just avoid the Vickers. So he's playing this well. You know, the worst thing you can do is try to clear it out earlier on. Especially if you have the infiltration grenades, then you can just level the garrison.
Also an option, and fantastic trade coming here for Tomakaze, the counter garrison on this right hand side. If he decides to go for it, which he should. Fantastic positioning there with the Volks can be quite annoying, especially if Tomakaze can manage to secure a cutoff, which doesn't look likely, having the infantry section in the area.
Yeah, if he tries to get the cutoff with the Volks, the Tommies can probably just steal the house away from him, so it wouldn't be worth it. But having a second squad, that's what will allow him to take the cutoff there. That being said, there's two squads of Tommies here, so the Sturm Pioneers won't be able to survive for very long.
Probably not Machine, especially when the retarget came through on the negative cover. It also has to retreat through this Vickers, which is clearly something Tomakaze thought of. We might see maybe one more burst from this Vickers.
Yeah,
it should only drop a model.
The Vickers wasn't doing a lot of damage there. I think it fired one burst, and it was like mid-burst when it fired. Actually, we had a sort of Volks go down as well.
Actually, a late retreat coming in here from Tomakaze. Thought about the Sturm Pioneer squad and probably was watching it as it retreated through a Vickers. It's a pretty nail-biting moment. However, it will cost him a squad here, and he really can't afford to be losing squads going for that early battle group.
It's going to be a bad trade for the Tommies, though, as they are behind the heavy cover, and especially given how low they are. But Tomakaze is going to struggle to get this map back with, you know, being so behind on squads. Only has 2, and he's going to have to retreat through the Vickers. He probably will be okay, though, because the Vickers is facing the wrong direction.
Certainly can credit. He avoids the arc.
Oh,
no,
what?
not enough! Infantry section OP.
Oh, man. I feel like this game may be a wash, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say very active Kubel capping on the left, but Tomakaze managed to secure all of that territory, which is fantastic. Von Asten going for a very standard build. 2 of these squads now medicked up and healing. For Von Asten also has teched into his engineers.
All right, so Tomakaze going for the ISG, deciding he's not too concerned about his infantry force. Or the lack of infantry force, at least. And it's going to be hard for Von Asten to try and cap the left side, even despite that, just given how bad British are on the offensive.
I'm still a little bit surprised that it's an ISG for choice. It's not fantastic at holding territory in Machine. I certainly would agree with you regularly that Von Asten would struggle to take that left-hand side, but with 2 squad wipes here and a single squad of Storm Pioneers to try and hold the line. What? What is this build? I don't understand.
Yeah, maybe he realizes this, that he knows that Von Asten isn't going to attack. And so instead, he can just get double ISG and just completely saturate the right side of the map, force him off, force his squads low and have an impact that way. We actually saw the increased squad sizes come out. So that's an upgrade that you normally don't see for quite some time, because dealing with the mid-game vehicle pressure is quite hard. Actually, the ISG's forced away the Vickers, so then the Jaegers spawn into the house.
Yeah, insta Jaeger pop here, coming in from Tomakaze. That was quite well thought out. Using the ISG to force out the MG in conjunction with dropping the Jaegers in, but I'm not sure if there's going to be enough support to still turn this engagement. Vickers is still up, it's behind heavy cover. The Storm Pioneers are moving in, but they have a Shrek. ISG is still firing.
Yeah, he may get the snipe off on the Vickers. It's pretty low. Even the Storm Pioneers may get it. Kubel there as well.
Let's try and chase this one down.
So there's this... Oh, just the one ISG. Okay, so he actually cancelled it and went for his Jaeger spawn. And actually gets the wipe on the Vickers. Yeah, the Jaegers spawned again. The Jaegers are very good at long range, especially if the models are low, given how the crit works on the sniper model.
Thankfully, Von Asten not going to be dropping the Vickers. Good for him. And the Jaegers actually beat the section to the house inside the garrison, so this has actually worked out very well for Tomakaze. Intelligently thought out strategy.
Yeah, in that case, it actually might be worth popping the sprint. The Jaegers do have a 10-minute sprint ability to allow you to ensure that you take that garrison, because that was a close one, but maybe he knew that he wasn't going to lose that.
All of a sudden, Von Asten's lost the right-hand side off the back of a couple of nice squad spawns from Tomakaze. Man, I love squads spawning from garrisons. It's my favorite.
Is it? Are you a fan of that mechanic?
No. I tell a lie, Machine.
Yeah, I can tell.
I tell a fib.
You're not a very good liar, Blake.
I'll work on it.
The inflection in your voice somehow gave it away. It's going to be a Raket in here for Tomakaze. Von Asten actually going for his AEC. So I don't really agree with that, just given the fact that the AEC's damage versus garrisons is abysmal. And he's already seen the Storm Pioneer Shrek. So I don't really think we're going to see this AEC actually have an impact. And then it does just delay his Cromwell, especially even after the fact that he went for the squad size upgrade.
Yeah, it's a fair bit of manpower in particular down the drain here, Machine.
Wow.
Wow.
It's just playing British Bulldogs through the Kubel, through the Jaegers.
He can't retreat. If he retreats, he runs into the Jaegers and he definitely loses the squad. He has to force the Jaegers out of the garrison first and then he can retreat.
Yeah, he may be able to, just given that there's 2 squads here.
Probably can now.
Didn't destroy the trench. Maybe that's actually why he wanted the Raketten as well. So then the Raketten can take out the trench and prevent it from being reused. That is denying the field presence though, when you're 1 squad down, because it's just sitting there behind a hedge the entire game.
Clearly needs new orders, the infantry section. Maybe he goes for the really cheeky munitions cap.
Yeah, he'll go for it now, I think. The AEC forced away the Kubel.
That would be pretty funny. The AEC is actually given vision for the infantry section as well, so it's nice. Sneaky mine getting placed down by Von Asten on the garrison. There we go. Yeah, has finished, I believe, but I think it was spotted. AEC is going to chase down the Kubel, so at least achieving something here. I'm not sure what else it's going to do, especially with the Ketten on the field now, but hey, not bad.
Yeah, the mines won't kill the entire squad as they spawn, but it will at least damage 2 models, so it's worth putting for sure. Especially when you're worried your opponent's going to throw down the Jaegers. Gotta be careful though of the ISG actually detonating this mine. Even the AEC, I believe, could detonate it accidentally.
It's very possible. Stay on this screen, Machine. I want to see a wipe. The ISG, I believe, is currently just shooting at the trench.
Yeah, the Raketten actually may get it.
Oh, no. Okay.
Is he going to retarget this?
Do it. Do it.
A Jaeger spawn. Meanwhile, on the left side, actually lands a Faust here.
Nah, that's unfortunate. Didn't end up working out. The mine lives.
You gotta remember, he went the Stim Pioneer Shrek, which is actually incompatible with a sweeper, but he may be able to wipe this AEC. He's already popped the smoke. Nice attack round as well. The combat engineers, or rather the Royal Engineers, they probably can't zone this one. The damage is gonna be nice though. Oh, actually not chasing. Wow, he doesn't go for the chase there. He tried to fire max range and he missed it. The Von Asten's BM, but that being said, he's not done just yet. Raketten is moving in. Let's go to his vision.
I believe the BM's gonna cost him this time, Machine. That's a Raketten stealthing up, but no.
Wow. Yeah, that
Engineers.
was very badly misplayed there with the Tomakaze with the Shrek. I mean, the Raketten, I think he assumed that he was going to repair the AEC on the fuel point rather than walking it back the entire time. Could have intercepted him if he knew where it was going, I suppose, but often you will see the repairs come down, especially if you can cap the VP. But anyway, the AEC survived. It still hasn't really had an impact though. Given a bit of, given some.
Killed the Kubel, but
Oh yeah,
that's the really the sole impact, and you've got to expect that when you build the AEC as well. You should kill the Kubel. If not, you are playing badly.
All your opponent's Kubel is just sitting in their base.
In their
doing
base,
nothing.
literally in their base. Yeah.
So we actually have the Scavenge Doctrine now revealed. Well, I guess he had his Jaegers, of course, so that's been revealed for a while. But the Infiltration Nade's nice against the Tommies. And the Commando Regiment is going to be the commander of choice here. Not very common, given that Vanguard does overlap with this commander quite well.
Might get to see some Hawker though, Machine. It's pretty rare that we get to see that. Air Supremacy, sorry. It's Air Supremacy on this one. So,
yeah, 325
Man.
munitions. Not
So
something
bad,
that you
yeah.
often have in a 1v1.
In my mind, I remembered it was Air Supremacy. Yeah, it is a lot of munitions, but potentially something Von Asten has. He's currently banking up a few thus far.
It's pretty ridiculous in team games. I also remember in 4v4s when we used to always, when we used to go to Anthony's house and get very drunk and play Company of Heroes, all four of us would go Commando Regiment, and we would just litter the entire map with Air Supremacy. It was absolutely ridiculous.
I believe one time we actually got the dream for OKW versus Full Brits, and we all went that and just blew up trucks.
I believe it was also the same game where we all went the sniper spam.
Yes,
because it was before they nerfed the crit repair, and they also then nerfed the Air Supremacy. So we just had like 20 snipers between four of us, and we would just instant nuke down Ostvins and so forth. It was funny, but also a little bit upsetting. But I'm very glad
we never
they
lost
fixed
the
that.
game on that sniper spam.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Never lost the game. It was great. It's good fun. Good times. Good times. Yeah, thankfully that was fixed up. Currently, Tomakaze not looking at a lot of map control in his favor. 438 VPs compared to the 488 of Von Asten.
So obviously going for the Ostvin call-in, as you generally see now. And Von Asten, he can actually afford his company command post and shouldn't be too far for Cromwell, which will counter that.
Probably won't see a wipe here, but it's... Oh,
Oh.
I tell a lie! Caster's Curse didn't see the commandos.
Wow, yeah.
They were off screen. It's not my fault, Machine. I promise it's not my fault. They were off screen.
Commando's definitely doing well so far.
World's most obvious nade. Well dodged by Tomakaze.
And it's very impressive when you actually dodge gammon bombs, because those grenades are generally undodgeable just because of how crazy their AoE is. Nice view of the wall. Whoa, what?
Wow! I don't even know what that was, to be honest.
Maybe you got a lucky shot on the Shrek.
No, it dropped two models. It must have been the Shrek, yeah, because I saw two model drops and it just wasn't consistent with the Sturm Pioneer's damage output. It must have been the Shrek. Two models dropped and then the retreat, and then the last model dropped to the Sturm Pioneer members.
So I believe the Shrek, it's had a big damage nerf versus infantry, so it won't insta-give a model if it hits, but the squad was very low. So it probably would have been enough that the Shrek was able to take out one model as the STGs took out the other model. Because the AoE wouldn't get multiple, but yeah, that's a big loss of Von Asten. It is an expensive squad, 500 manpower.
They do come down in a very cool glider though, so, you know.
Takes a while though.
It does.
And you have plenty of time to see it coming. In Coh2, the commando gliders was instant. You would press it and it would just spawn
Spawn
on the
there.
spot.
Yeah.
But still, we do have decent veterancy for Von Asten. That really helps when you have triple infantry sections, gives you good late game scaling, where normally you only see 2.
Certainly agree with you there, Mr. Machine. Tomakaze already floating up the required resources to go for his Ostwind.
Oh, those engineers, they can't repair in combat versus Jaegers.
Terrible idea, and they will be forced to retreat. However, get a bit of a repair down onto this AEC and should be able to continue engaging these Jaegers. Tomakaze has recovered well from losing 2 squads
Mine
early
almost
on in
blew
this
up.
game.
Yeah, he has. The game is... It's pretty even as far as squad count. Tomakaze actually being ahead in pop cap. But the territory is obviously one-sided. Von Asten almost having his Cromwell. So I feel like he's in a good spot. The Ostwind could have a pretty big impact at the moment, though, but once the Cromwell shows up, it will be much harder to do so.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Forcing 1 squad off so far, should be able to find another one as well. We really need the AEC to at least, I suppose, partially respond to this and try and get a bait over this mine. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been revealed, and this would be the perfect opportunity for Von Asten to go for a bait. I believe he's reverse moving the AEC, which would be awesome. Okay.
Okay, it's moving up.
So the AEC go down here. Takes 1 shot.
Yeah, I killed it in 2 shots there because it was actually a little bit weaker. It normally takes 3 shots if the AEC is at full health. Probably going to be a double Ostwind for Tomakaze, followed up by a double Riketten. Riketten of which just walked over the mine and didn't take any damage. Gonna be dead Vickers for sure.
Ostwind reloaded, however, doesn't even need to use the barrage. The man with the MG will finish that one off. I wonder how long these Vols have actually had SDGs for. Like world's latest SDGs, because there's only 1 Vol squad. It's weird, we've seen so many of these Jaegers.
Alright, here's the Cromwell. It's being built now. And perhaps we'll see weapon racks, given that Von Asten has quite a hefty float of munitions. And he has the resources for the upgrade.
Still looking fantastic in the VP area as well, Machine. Triple cap still on, though, currently being taken away by Tomakaze, who was down to 309 VPs. Von Asten remains on 488, so he's got a lot of time to play with here. Doesn't have to play ridiculous with the Cromwell.
Yeah, nice mines being planted down here for Tomakaze. We see another squad of the Stern Pioneers being built, most likely for the Minesweeper, but it could even be double Shrek, just given that he only has 1 Riketten at the moment.
Double Ostwind, I don't really feel scales well relative to their fuel cost. I mean, they certainly fall off, especially once Cromwell shows up, really any kind of medium tank. They just don't contribute that much.
This is very reliant on having plenty of AT, and when you don't have plenty of AT, it can be a bit weak, but when you do, then you can lock off both sides of the map, especially on a map this split up and segregated. You really want to have 1 Ostwind per map, and there we go. Actually gets the damage slow, I suppose. Whatever the hell that thing is. Mobility damage, but Ostwind going to be going down, it seems. Cromwell on the chase, but main gun destroyed. Ostwind gets the killing blow. Up close, the AEC will take a lot of damage from the Ostwinds. Maybe he'll actually kill one of the Ostwinds before going down, however. He does get it. And the AEC survives with the smoke.
1 Cromwell going to be traded for 1 Ostwind here. So not the worst case scenario for Von Asten, but that was poorly played. That was not well played at all. Didn't make up his mind between circle strafing the Riketten and killing the Ostwind, or just backing away from the Ostwind, and ended up just standing inside of the Arc and taking way more shots than he needed to.
Yeah, that main gun crit was kind of lucky there, but it was definitely misplayed. And this is circling out the infantry sections now. They have no snares, so you can just absolutely bully these Tommies around. And this AEC has to be careful, but he needs to do something about this. Oh man, nice play so far with the AEC. We'll force it off.
Managing to contribute, Machine. Where's this AT gun coming from? Because it has just spawned.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there's the 6-pounder. That's coming from the rear of the base, not where Von Asten needed it, and the Ostwind manages to walk away with its life and a little bit more manpower bleed. Oh, it's me.
Of course it's you.
Of course it's me. It's an alarm. What else would it be? I'm a big fan of alarms on my phone. They remind me when to do things. They're the best.
It's pretty often that your phone alarm goes off mid-cast.
Yeah, all the time. I have that many alarms, dude. I need 3 alarms just to wake up in the morning. My thing instead of snoozes, I just have 3 alarms.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
And I'll have a different tune. It's great.
Yeah, I'm like that sometimes. If I have to get up
Bro,
early.
how often do you actually have to get
Not
up
often.
at a set time?
And that
Not
makes
often.
it worse, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Is because I don't have to normally, then it can be a struggle. But anyway, double Rakettans here for Tomakaze. So now he's in a bit of a sweet spot. His Ostwind's also got a lot of veterancy. Combat Blitz actually makes it able to escape from the Cromwell, even if caught out of position. The Vet 2 gives it better damage. They do scale well with veterancy, especially the OKW ones. And another mine blown up here. Tomakaze has had such luck with these mine detonations.
How many sweepers on the field machine?
0 sweepers.
0 sweepers. This entire game, there's been 0 sweepers. Tomakaze needs no sweepers. He just blows them up.
Awaiting orders.
Got that sixth sense. Seems
Oh.
as though Von Asten happy to stall things out on a single VP until a Cromwell comes.
How much munitions does Von Asten have, Blake?
Whoa, look, more than 325 machine, and that's the ideal number.
You know what that means? He can use assault and raid smoke operations.
Oh!
That's the strat.
That's the strat. Big plays.
Well, this has a lot of.
He can use your
munitions
mortar cover,
abilities.
dude. Look, he can
Yeah.
use all of them together. He use mortar cover. It's like, it's a 150 plus the 100 for assault. That's 250 plus the 75, 325. See? It combines 325, dude. That's what it
Yeah.
combines to.
The Vic is going to be surviving the infiltration nades from the Jaegers. Jaegers up close, not that very powerful. But Von Asten's getting forced back. He's running out of territory.
ISG, a constant contributor to the manpower bleed, forcing off these support weapons. It's Pounder out of position, getting rid of this Vickers as well. Ostwin even coming in for a bit more damage.
Oh, this AC.
That's not fun.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, maybe that was a misclick. They probably had it on attack move, and he smokes away from the Raketten. I love it how Von Asten didn't reface the Vickers, because it would have meant that he could have got damage on retreat and maybe killed it. But secondly, it prevented a big attack from Tomakaze. If the Vickers refaced sideways to hit the Jaegers, then he was vulnerable to a mass attack in the middle. So having those steel nerves to keep his Vickers facing forwards. And lucky he didn't lose the squad there to the Ostwind.
Yeah, it was weird. All of a sudden, 2 of Von Asten's squads walked into the ISG barrage right next to an Ostwind. You want to split when you're against that kind of AoE damage, not group up.
Anti-tank gun and crew
Yeah,
gun ready.
I'd say the manpower bleed. I would love to see statistics for it in this game. Von Asten has had a rough time of things.
Von Asten actually going for his Comet. He's already unlocked the Hammer, which is why we saw the emergency war speed on the AEC. And the Comet, it's pretty far off though in terms of the manpower cost. 500, it's quite a lot, but it's a very powerful unit. Generally regarded as being overpowered, especially in team games. Okay, that's the Howitzer barrage. A little late retreat there.
Thankfully, we're going to walk away with his life. Glider, however, not so fortunate.
Wow, they actually hitting his own Jaegers.
Not ideal.
Are under fire.
I believe the Vickers was over here.
Was, yeah.
That's where the Vickers was.
Nice arty barrage, bro.
Oh, double 6-pounder. Bit of damage on the Ostwind. Oh, no, actually he's still in the arc.
Oh,
What?
no!
What happened there?
That must have been a missed micro machine.
Yeah, maybe the other Ostwind blocked the frontal one, but
Possible.
there was no reason for it to go forward. That was definitely a misplay there from Tomakaze, and that was his vetted Ostwind as well. Now he's going to be versing the Cromwell. He's not too far off it.
I still don't agree with this just constant production of Ostwinds either machine. Tomakaze is in a position where he could have transitioned out of it. He was ahead in the game, had 2 Ostwinds, had a vetted Ostwind, had double Raket, and he could have transitioned out. Instead he goes for now 2 fresh ones.
Yeah, I think 2 is fine, just again because of how segregated the map is. But 3 Ostwinds, especially at this stage, I mean, maybe he could have gone for a Stuka because we see, you know, 2 AT guns, we see
That's what I would have
Vickers.
liked to see.
And it's not a big investment. It's
Losing a
what,
capture point.
I think 160 fuel for the Stuka when you include the teching.
Do feel that this comment is going to put it on an incredible amount of pressure, Machine. So Tomakaze has started to bleed down Von Asten's VPs. We're on 273 against the 326.
Yeah, the VPs are pretty even for the most part. And the thing is the Raketans is they're just so weak that they can get taken out by comets very easily. The same with, of course, the Shreks, especially the Shrek. Especially as you can be crushed by the comet. So you really do want to have a vehicle of some kind against the comet, especially on a map this open. You can get away with the Raketans versus the Cromwells because they die in 2 volleys from 2 Raketans, especially as they have pretty low armor, so they don't really bounce much. But the comet has a lot of armor, a lot of health, it's very fast, has the war speed. You can one-shot the Raketans, but I guess so can the Cromwells.
Almost at the point where I would just surrender control over this victory point. And Tomakaze still wants to stall things out here. It will take a lot of poke damage.
Yeah, he does have the right side of the map, so he actually will continue to get the VPs lower and lower, and he's just trading near these AT guns. It's going to force them back. Could even lose it here. The AEC missed the shot, but will it get the next one? Oh, it missed. Scatter on the AC is pretty bad. But lucky break there, especially as it was Vet 3.
Ostwind will blitz out of there to safety. Should be fine.
Wow, emergency pickup of this Vickers. You're actually going to get it too. May even wipe one of the 6-pounders. They've been pretty low because of the ISD barrages.
Really solid steal. It's going to be down to these Volsks. They actually do find the wipe here. 6-pounder's going to be going down. That's another gun for Von Asten to recrew and doesn't have the Vickers available anymore either. The Comet has arrived now.
On the field. And let's see if the 6-pounder can be destroyed by the Raketans. It's probably the best play to make, given that he can't steal it. He can't salvage it either. Yeah, going for the destroy. That's clever.
Good stuff. Seems as though the comment is hungry for Ostwind Blood
Ooh.
Machine.
Yeah, there he is. He takes a bit of damage there from something, but he's on the hunt now. Actually using the air supremacy operation. The rear armor's coming through from the Raketans. He gets the Ostwind. Can he escape in one piece?
It's a really weird location to use the air supremacy.
Well, it's going to block the retreat off of all these
I
weapons.
suppose it will, but is there anything retreating, Machine?
Oh, there goes the Jaegers.
That's going to be Worth. Going to have to pull Worth here, Machine. Good stuff.
Yeah, he maybe should have waited a little bit and timed it with this push, because then he would have actually forced the retreat and then he would have got some more wipes. But still, getting Jaegers is good. It's just a lot of munitions down the drain, but there goes the AEC.
Has fallen. The buys time for the Comet to escape the long way. Has done so across the edge of the map. Wipe onto this MG from Tomakaze is going to be captured back in Von Asten's favor.
Yeah, nice. That's going to really help, especially given that he has 3 Tommies. The Vickers was an absolute asset. Not dodging the Gammon.
Gonna have to be the retreat dodge here, and Tomakaze finds it and backs off.
Gammon bombs are so powerful, but they do have a big cooldown, or rather a big fuse. So they're like the satchel charges. The worst ones are the commandos. It's like a second fuse, and they're almost as powerful.
It's a light lob and then it blows up.
Yeah.
It's almost Incendiary Grenades levels of
A capture point is being overrun.
no fuses. This glider's not having a great time.
Still flying around.
Yeah.
You know, his dreams of being a glider aren't being halted just yet.
You are right, Machine, I suppose. Even if he is completely demolished, at least he is flying around. So.
Does that remind you of anyone?
Bro.
That was very morbid.
That was quite morbid, yeah.
Anyway, we
Dreams being crushed here at Donald Gentleman HQ Daily. Coming back on the field, fully repaired, ready to go.
Capture point.
Oh, that's going to be the howitzer barrage, but nice retreat there from the Vickers.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose zones. It's not a bad thing. Will allow Tomakaze to reset his Raketans. prepare a little bit better for the Comet when it decides to come out again. And Tomakaze is still retaining his map control and his VP pressure as well, so...
Oh, that house could go down. It was clever how he actually drove the Ostwind into it to try and get it destroyed. But the Comet's on the hunt. Once again, he smells the Ostwind blood in the water. The Ostwind has the Blitz, but 2 can play this game. He has the War Speed as well.
Going to be available. Late response coming in from the Comet, and boom.
Shoe Mine blew up. Didn't realize that
seen.
one was there. That's going to save the Ostwind, and he goes for the second Ostwind. Maybe said that one for a while, actually, but... A lot of anti-infantry here as well, so I don't know how much impact the Raketans will have. Trying to stealth through the Vickers. Wow, that's ambitious, but actually may get it.
He's going to make it through, Machine.
Oh my god.
Could get a couple of shots here into the Comet, but there's no real follow-up.
Courageous, absolutely bold. That's going to be the Comet taking a lot of damage. Ostwinds may be able to finish it here with the rear armor. No, Raketan gets it. Wow, that's...
Just walk through a Vickers.
Generals do not recommend that you stealth your Raketans through a Vickers, because we cannot guarantee that Comets will go down.
And that's got to be the game Machine. Von Asten doesn't have the manpower for another tank. The Ostwinds are now just going to base harass the remainder of his army. Tomakaze played that very well, but yeah. And just to be clear, we do not recommend that you stealth your Raketans through MG arcs.
Yeah, what happened there
badly
was the Vickers was actually firing at something, so it was firing down here, and then he saw the Raketans and went, oh crap! And by the time the Vickers was going to retarget, he actually crawled through. Actually gets the bomb off there, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. But yeah, it was just because of the way the Vickers was already targeting. If the Vickers wasn't targeting anything, it probably would have auto-targeted the Raketan and actually taken them down instantly, as it was negative cover as well. So it was a risky retreat, a risky maneuver. Von Asten has a fair bit of fuel, so he could afford another Comet. He has still a fair bit of VPs left.
He does, yeah, 183, but I mean, it's blown through the majority of his manpower reserves. Down to 3 squads. Miraculously, all 3 of the vetted infantry sections are still alive. Yeah,
despite the Ostwind dives. Man, so many kills, 23 kills, and those are expensive Tommy models to reinforce.
Yeah.
Actually gets the 6-pounder back, so that one should have been denied by the Raketan.
That's pretty important.
Even Vickers on the ground as well, so...
Oh.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
Good stuff from the ISG there. Anyway, I see Von Asten coming back into this is, I mean, maybe using a Comet, getting another Comet out and finding some more kills onto the Ostwinds. You have to remember, Tomakaze is in an amazing position. He's in a good position squad-wise and Ostwind-wise, but he has no tech to back this up.
Well, he has 85 pop cap, but yeah, he's reliant on these Raketans, which can get wiped pretty easily. But I think that they're vetted up now, though, that it doesn't matter.
It's GG.
Wow. Yeah, Von Asten threatening him, I suppose, setting him a challenge. It's karma, man. You don't BM your opponent and then get wrecked by stealth Raketans cloaking through a Vickers in negative cover. That's what happens when you either BM or when you what's it called when you GG, even though that you're the person calling GG first?
I don't know. Early GG or
aggressively calling
GG.
Like if you kill your opponent's tank or whatever, and then you call GG, and then it's like, mate, I'm not conceding.
It's all over. You lose that game every time.
Yeah, it feels so good when you beat someone who calls GG on you first. But yeah, that'll wrap us up. I mean, that was an interesting game. It was a nice turnaround from Tomakaze. And really, Von Asten, his issue there was I guess the Cromwell went down. That was a pretty sloppy, I suppose. The Comet went down. I mean, that wasn't really his fault though. Like, he didn't make that many mistakes. He hit a shoe mine. I guess what he kind of could have done is actually put the Comet behind the garrison here. Is rather than going up north and having it still exposed, they just were on the side. But he just didn't expect, those Raketans. So. Well played by Tomakaze. Better luck next time, Von Asten. And we'll see you next time over at General Gentleman Headquarters. Thanks for watching, and if you want to support the channel, then you can do so via our Patreon.
Thank you for joining us.
Indeed. See ya.